Okay, so it's 2 o'clock now on Sunday, and we're ready to do probably the biggest part of the remaining work. So in here I'm putting a kilo of plain flour, the same flour that was used in the starter. Well, I'm putting that into a large bowl. Then I'm going to put a kilo of whole wheat flour. There we go. So that's 2 kilos, and I'm going to put 500 grams of this bread flour in, which is 2.5 kilos total for 5 loaves. So that's 500 grams of flour for a loaf. There we go. Now I'm going to add about 200 or 250 grams of seeds. I'm using flax seeds, but you can use whatever you like, or no seeds at all. That's completely up to you. What's in here? There we go. 210 grams. That'll do fine. Get in. I find the seeds help sort of with the texture. They stop sort of clumpiness. I'm just doing a little bit of mild agitation, nothing major. Now, so it's 500 grams of flour per loaf, and there's 350 grams of water per loaf, which is 1750 grams of flour. Of water. So that's what I'm trying to add. This is warm, lukewarm water, 1750 grams. There we go. Now I'm going to dump just a little bit of it in because the thing's a bit full, so just dump some of that in. Now, earlier on into the starter, we added 250 grams of flour and 250 grams of water, so that's 500 grams went in total. So we're going to take 500 grams out. 500 went in, 500 come out. You'll see, I don't know if you can see the sort of bubbles. This is evidence that the yeast is getting woken up. And when we plop it in, we should see that it floats on the top, which is a measure that it's gaseous and floaty. So that's 500 grams of this starter mixture. There we go. And the rest goes back in the fridge, go back asleep, and use it next week. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mix this starter sort of paste in with the water. I'm just doing it over the bowl here so that it doesn't spill all over the place, because this is a bit of a small bowl. The idea is just to try to make a watery starter solution. Good. Alright. Dump that in. And we're just going to mix this all together.
Are you still making the video?
I am.
Why are you making the video?
So that people can learn how to make Daddy's bread the way Daddy makes it.
Hey Lucas. Why?
Because some people might want to learn how Daddy makes his bread.
I'm actually a zombie, but I'm a crazy zombie. I'm like a Why you made? I bet you're gonna say some words.
Well, I already said some words. This is just mixing. I'm mixing. I don't need to say it anymore.
Can you show how you make it?
Yeah.
You show it off. And then other people can make the exact same bread as you. Hey Lucas,
if they want to.
Lucas, I'm actually
Yeah.
a robot.
I get a certain amount of mileage out of the spoon, and then I use this kind of plastic tool. That's my kind of main tool with the bread at this stage. Is this, and so just get in and kind of move it around. Try to get it. There's no precision here. This is not precision baking. This is just mixing. Trying to make. Some people call it a shaggy dough. The stage you're trying to get to with this, so that means it's just a bit kind of messy and strandy and lumpy. That's all fine. Now, I would say I'm at that point now with the shaggy dough. Which is good. I'm going to leave that here now for about 30 minutes. And then I'm going to add some salt to it later. So I think this part, the technical term for this waiting for 30 minutes is called auto-laze. But yeah, who cares about fancy terms that scare people off? Let's just leave it sitting there 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever, a little bit of time. And then we're going to add 50 grams of salt, 10 grams per loaf. So see you in about a half an hour.